I'm here in the Ontario Open with 6-time world champion, 3-time Abu Dhabi champion, Hannette Staack. Thank you very much for taking time out. You're one of the most decorated female, not even females, judician. I say judicians because, yeah, you like that? That's right, judicians. So how does that feel to accomplish what you have already in life? And is there a lot more left from you?
Well, it takes a lot, like, to be a world champion. Not like of course, one time is like hard, multiple times even harder, but I would say it's a lot of dedication, persistent, because you have like a lot of obstacles in the way, a lot of things that made you like sometimes like I think to give up, especially like being a woman, judician, exactly.
Yeah.
So
we'll get to catch on.
Exactly, but I would say it's worth it. All the time I've been training jiu-jitsu for 17 years now, and I have like 7 world titles, not 6, 7.
Not 6, 7.
7, exactly,
I apologize.
7. And 3 Abu Dhabis, and it's been great time practicing jiu-jitsu, and I think jiu-jitsu is much more than only come here or go to the tournament and compete, but it changed my life. So now I think it's time. Of course, I love to compete, but I think now it's time to show to the world, how jiu-jitsu can change their lives too. That's like my main goal now.
You're starting to give back?
Exactly,
yeah.
Exactly. So we have like right now we're starting a big project in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yes, we have like in the communities they call like the slums in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro. So we have now 2 slums in Rio that we are working with. So like I was saying, like jiu-jitsu changed my life, so we want to, give something, exactly, pass that on, exactly.
That's quite amazing. And for people that want to find out how to train with you, where are you located at the moment?
Well, we are located right now in Chicago, Illinois, and we have a school close to downtown, basically like downtown of Chicago. Our school is open, so everybody can come and try a class, or if you want to come, we're very like friendly. It's a family environment. All the people who comes there from other school, they're welcome to come and train with us. So, that's how we treat people, and
Right.
that's how we expect to be treated as well.
Absolutely. Some advice for maybe the females coming up, they're white belts. It's kind of hard. A lot of females, the only girl in the dojo, they don't know really how good they are because you got guys just smashing them, and if they start to get good, the guys go a little bit harder. So what do you have to say to the females that are there, one of the only couple girls, and how do they keep going?
Well, I would say it's not easy, Being the only woman in my school when I first started took a lot from me. Like I had to, like I said, dedicate myself. But if you have like a goal, if you really want to be a champion, that's what it takes. You have to come to the class. You have to train. You have to commit yourself. Make a commitment, not with the tournament, but with yourself. Okay, I want to do this because, inside, I know one day this could, will be good for me. So I would say, even with all the problems, sometimes, like for example, my family, my mom especially, she didn't understand at the time what jiu-jitsu was, and she was always like, "Oh, you have to find a real job. This is not a real job, and you have to study. You have to do this." I know, it's very important. I have to continue to, study, work, but if you have in your mind this will be good for you, don't stop. That's what I would say for the white belts and especially for the blue belts, because after the blue belt you get the purple belt, and then it's like less women competing, and then people will go hard with you on the gym, go harder, so you have like the white belts and the blue belts coming up, and they want to beat you up, they want to be like you. So I would say everybody has someone, all the time has someone watching you. So if you're a purple belt, if you're a blue belt, you have the white belts, pay attention to the blue belts. You have the blue belts, pay attention to the purple belts, and keeps going. I know some people look at me now. oh, I want to be like her. But if you wants to be and have the commitment to be, it's like two different things. So it will be hard, won't be easy, I would say, won't be easy, but never give up. If you have your dream, like to be a world champion, you know, just keep going. I'm sure if you continue to do your training, make the commitment, one day your dream will come true.
That's very inspirational. Do you think as a female though, it is perhaps even more important to do these tournaments? Because how did you know how good you were if you never competed against another female? I hear this problem from other females that I know that do jiu-jitsu. So is it more important perhaps?
I think so. I think the tournaments now is they're getting much bigger. You see how many women competing today. It's amazing. I was like a referee in the match and I was like, oh man, let me take some time off. I want to watch the women because I love to watch the women. They're a lot of fun. And I would say competing is the way to, you know, to try your stuff, right? Yeah. If you come here, if you don't compete, of course, you go to the gym, and there will always be like someone on the gym who will be like a little challenge for you. But if there's no other women in your school, so the only way for you to, you know, to try the techniques to see if you're like, okay, let me see how I'm doing. The only way is coming to the tournament and competing. So I recommend to come to the tournaments and compete, especially to support the jiu-jitsu, the women jiu-jitsu community.
Absolutely, I love watching them too. I just finished watching a match before our interview here. Last words with you. What's coming up for the rest of the year, other than teaching in Chicago?
Well, I have like a couple of seminars. I was like preparing myself for the Worlds this year after I fought at the Pan American. I won the Pan American, then I was getting ready for the Worlds, but unfortunately I hurt myself during my training session. So I will be off the Worlds this year, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm like, no. But, you know, we have to give up something to get something in the future, right?
Absolutely.
If you cannot like go and compete like 50%, right? So I'll take this time off. Maybe in the end of the year, if I feel like better, I'll have like one more tournament until the end of the year, and then next year will be my goal. I think next year will be Worlds, hopefully the Worlds and Abu Dhabi as well. And you know, for this year, teaching, I have like a couple of seminars coming up. So if you guys want to book a seminar, you know, take your time, because now it's the time, because my schedule like is pretty full for the, you know, now to the end of the year. And I think that's it. Then supporting, I have like a lot of girls who competing at the Worlds too. Yeah. So I'll be there supporting them and, you know, cheering.
Nice. You guys are in Chicago. Go train with Hannette Staack, a multiple-time world champion, and make sure to keep tuning into BJJ Addict.